uplifting, positive comedy of Courtney Stewart, everybody. The Feel Good Lady. Thank you guys so much for coming to the special show. We have one final performer for you. This young lady also skipped the intro class. She's been open micing around in Bloomington for a couple years now, and she's one of my personal favorites. Please welcome to the stage to close out the show, Sandy Washburn.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out. So, Courtney, I love Courtney. Give it up for Courtney. Courtney and I have been friends on Facebook for like 3 years, and then we met. Now we're friends in real life, and it's a challenge. I love the festival. I saw Carmen Lynch. Anyone else see Carmen Lynch? Man, she's so talented, and she's so beautiful. Her torso is taller than I am. And you know, she told us she had scoliosis. And I'm like watching her and I'm just thinking, with a torso like that, like I'm thinking of like scoliosis. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm 52. I'm single. No kids. Never been married. Sensible shoes. So, you're probably wondering, am I a cat owner? I am. Let me tell you about my cat. I recently took my cat to the vet, and I described the behavior of my cat, which I thought was like she'd become pretty aloof and pretty listless, and wasn't really doing very much. And so the vet decided that she has feline depression. You know, he didn't just say, she's a cat. That's what I thought he'd say. But anyway, so he prescribed Prozac. And so I get it, and I got the bottle at home, and it says right on it, for Zoe. Take 1 pill daily. And then right below that, there's a warning label. It says, do not operate heavy machinery while taking this medication. And I think, well, she is unsupervised all day. And I start to think, you know, there's the recliner and the vacuum cleaner with the pet hair attachment. And then there's my Joy Toys. Which, like, I shouldn't even operate when I'm medicated, as I've learned. I've been taking care of my parents for a long time. My dad has a neurological condition, and it causes mobility dreams. I know. I mean, what kind of dreams are not mobility dreams? You know, like, I have a dream that one day I'll be right here doing the same damn thing I'm doing right now. I mean, what is that? Actually, he has a neurological condition that basically causes him to have a dream that he can be mobile, and he really can't because his legs don't work. And so he gets out of bed and he falls. So he really has a neurological condition that causes him to fall out of bed. And I think I have one too, but it causes me to like fall into bed. And when I wake up with these people and we're having the morning reacquaintance, like it's the only thing that could explain it. You know, like brain disease, that's one thing. Brain disease, how'd they get here? So we had to put my dad in a nursing home. They're sad places. Like, you know, there's lots of dementia and incontinence, and hopefully those two go together so people immediately forget that they've soiled themselves. I know, you didn't like it. It's a joke. Okay, and anyway, you know, there's lots of people with Alzheimer's there, and Alzheimer's just, I mean, I know it's a really sad disease, and if, like, you're with it in your family, I'm sorry, but I find it fascinating. It's just a fascinating disease. Like, how is it that these people can forget that they have been married for 52 years to the person that sits right next to them, yet they don't forget they're a Republican. It's fascinating. Or like, they can't remember their kids' names, their grandkids' names, their neighbors' names, but they know they hate Barack Hussein Obama. It's fascinating. What? My mom, I've been taking care of her too, and that's really been an experience because she lives with me, and when she asked me this, which she does frequently, now Sandy, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to tell me the truth. What she really should be saying is, prepare for an awkward and embarrassing moment. Because that's basically what's coming. Like the last time she said this, she says, now, those lesbians. She says it just like that. Lesbians. Like there's some wild, exotic creature. She says, how did they decide who's the man and who's the woman? Well, I think that's kind of the point, like, get rid of the man. There's no man. And say, it's kind of like socks. You don't have to decide which one's left and which one's right. They'll be useful, Back when Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky scandal happened, she asked my brother about oral sex. She was 87 then. She didn't know what oral sex was. So she asked my brother. And my brother, according to her, put it to her real nice. He said oral sex was like oral surgery. But instead of surgery by mouth, it was sex by mouth. She says to me, what kind of woman would do such a thing? I'm like, popular? I don't know. A little bit more about me. I work for IU, and every year our local newspaper puts all of our salary, the link to all of our salaries in the paper. I used to call it Resentment Day. And then a few years ago, I did some careful calculations and made some readjustments at work, and now I'm real happy when it comes out because I actually am in like the top 50 of highest paid workers at IU. Per unit of work produced. I did that myself. I figure that's the way to deal with it. So more about me. I recently have wondered if I might have some problems with alcohol or drug use. So I took one of these tests, these like self-assessments. And the first question is, do you think you have a problem? It turns out you can't pass that question. Like, if it says this, like, if you say no, then you find out the first symptom is denial. And then it goes on to, ask more questions. And before I even go on, I'm thinking, damn, this test is against me. How am I going to do this? Like, how can you do, like, yes or no? It doesn't matter what you do. And so then I go on, and it turns out the second symptom is defensiveness. I'm not winning. And then I get to the third question, I'm really excited. Because the third question says, are you frequently embarrassed by your behavior? I'm like, absolutely not. Unequivocally, no. I mean, that's been my parents' responsibility forever. I don't do that. The other thing that I've learned with taking care of my folks is once you get about 85, you start getting all these advertisements for supplements like miracle cures, joint pain, anti-aging lotions, colon cleansers. Turns out once you get about 80, apparently your poop is very dirty. So we got one the other day. It says, right on the cover, it says, wake up every day feeling like a teenager. I know, I think, oh my God, who would want that? Like, do you remember that? Like, you know, you're like 12 and you're like, will I get invited to the prom? Or, you know, will I start my period and bleed out and at the assembly while tumbling across the gymnasium floor? Or, will I get disciplined again by the principal with the paddle and my nipples will get hard? This would be me on this side, and I'd be taking a pill to do it. No thanks. That's my time, everybody. Save your life, and thank you. Thank you. Everyone, thank everyone.
Thank you, Washburn, everybody.
Let her hear it. Did you guys have a good time at the show? Before we wrap it all up, though, let's give it up for your Comedy Addict staff. They came in early today to work this show for you. Take care of you. They are the best in the industry. And, of course, thank you to the Comedy Addict for letting us do this special graduation show here. One more time for everybody. You saw Kurt Messick, Tommy Smith, and